Welcome to Live Edge, episode number 14. 14 times we've done this so far.
I think you got the number right that time.
I did get the number right that time because I looked at it right before we started. Hey, welcome back to the show. Tonight we're going to talk about the future of 731 Woodworks, this live show. Some content we've got coming up on the regular channel as far as the regular content we've got coming, projects we've got coming, sponsors, some in a different format. Well, kind of a tweaking of the format of this show, and we'll just get right into it.
So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to try to explain how everything is going to run a little bit differently, hopefully to make it a little bit better for you guys. So we're going to want your feedback on this.
We got a lot of feedback from last week's show, some really brutally honest feedback from a lot of people throughout the week who were watching it on replay and watched it live. So last week we had dogs in here and our daughter to watch them. We tried to, because they go crazy outside. That caused a little bit of a disruption. We got told that we were interrupting each other way too much, and it's just kind of how we talk.
It anyway.
Is. So we're going to do our best to not talk over each other,
yes.
Just to make the flow of the show better, so that you guys can understand what's saying, and we can. Sometimes when we get interrupted, we don't finish our thoughts. So we want to try to make a better show for you guys.
Okay, so let's kind of give them a little rundown of how we're going to start it, because we started out with a countdown timer. Some of you guys were saying, and I have the same problem. When I start the video on my side, I get an ad before you can actually see us. So we decided to do a countdown timer, 2 minutes or 4 minutes? You did 4. 2 minutes before. That way that ad can run, and by the time we're ready to talk, you guys have us on screen. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're doing the countdown timer. Do you want to go ahead and go next? We're going to figure this out.
It's a learning process.
Yes.
Look, we've done this 14 times now, and so it's totally different. It's a whole different animal than filming a video, because I can go back and I can edit things. If we talked over each other on a video, which we don't do a whole lot together on videos, but we can edit those, as Paul Blart says, he can edit the sweaty parts out. So we just try to edit that part out. But on the live show, it's just totally different. So just please bear with us as we're learning and growing, and hopefully make an awesome show for the community. But in that, speaking of community, each week now we're going to start giving a sawdust spotlight. Our moderators actually come up with this idea, and so we're going to pick one person from the.
Greg that did?
I don't know.
I'd have to look.
So we're going to pick one person out of the community, the YouTube community, Facebook community, and one of their whatever project they've posted during the week will get picked, and then we'll show it on the show right after the power tip.
We are going to continue to do our mail calls also. And then on our super chats and our, those of you that join the different supportive groups, the Wumba and the, I don't say it right.
Wumba 6.
The Wumba 6, all of those. We are going to actually give a shout out to all of them right after our power tip. Mm-hmm. You know, our power tip is at 7:31. So what we're going to do is any that we get from the beginning of the show through the power tip, we're going to give a shout out to those right after. Mm-hmm. But if you are one of them that happens after that, we'll give you a shout out right then.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
hopefully,
right.
So as long as we don't, interrupt.
We'll try.
We're trying.
We're going to really try.
But y'all see, we consider ourselves as one.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is our natural conversation.
Sometimes we talk as one.
Somebody even said that they're used to it by now. So
yeah. I mean, we're still going to have fun. So it's not going to be just like rigidly structured.
No.
But I do want it to flow better. We want it to flow better.
Yes.
And of course, we try to take you guys' feedback and incorporate it into the show, because ultimately we want the show to serve or to provide value. So that's the whole purpose of it. We're going to do mail call.
Okay.
Right.
And we're also going to still give a shout out to where you guys are from.
Sure. Make sure you put that in there.
Yeah.
If you're new here and you're watching this for the first time, whether it be live or on the replay, if replay, just comment replay new. If you're just new here, comment in the chat so we know.
It says video quality seems off. Maurice said that.
I don't know.
So I don't know. Y'all let us know if the video quality is off. Somebody else said that, so we wanna know. So I'm gonna talk about this little project right here. So y'all don't know this, but I love rabbits. I love anything that deals with bunnies or rabbits. I would have some if he wasn't allergic. And I saw that Justin Phillips with JP Woodworks posted this on our community page. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that box. And so he sent me one, and I was so excited. But his name's Justin Phillips. He does, I call it the bunny box. I don't remember if that was exactly what he called it, but I love the bunny box. And nice. It will stay out not just for Easter, but it'll stay out all year in our house. So if you want one of those, go to his Facebook page, JP Woodworks, Justin Phillips. He can hook you up on that. He can mail it to you. It was packaged very well.
Yeah, it was. Did a good job on the packaging.
Oh, I love my bunny box. Thank you, Justin.
If you do woodworking and you ship it package it like this guy, it'll be fine. It was really well wrapped, bubble wrapped, the whole nine. So probably a lesson hard learned there.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to go ahead and do the spotlight, or are we going to do that after?
We can do it now.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Let's do it.
Because we've got one picked out. Actually, so our moderators came up with this idea. This actually was made by one of our moderators. This was made by Albert. I don't know if I ever say his name right. It's Alfredo. I get the last name wrong every time I pronounce it wrong. It's Alfredo Luis something on there. It starts with an A and I can't pronounce it, but I'll pull it up for you. So he made this for his mother-in-law's coffee shop. It's an epoxy really nice. Pour table.
It's really nice. That's a good work. That epoxy is something else too to work with. I'm gonna make sure it's a really good job.
Exactly right. You can go ahead. I'm gonna look it up because I want to make sure I have it exactly right.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good job on that table. I know that epoxy is some really tricky stuff. If you don't know what you're doing, your first time you're ever looking for it. Amadio. Alfredo Luis Amadio.
Oh, you did such a good job on that,
Alfredo.
Job.
Very good job.
It's beautiful.
All right, so talking about the future of 731 Woodworks in this live show. What?
The video quality is off.
What's it?
Yeah, y'all let us know. Alfredo sent something so we can pronounce it. Amadio.
Amadio.
Okay.
Amadio. I like it. Good job, man. Very good job.
It is. It's a beautiful table. You guys like it too.
So as far as the future goes of the show and of this live show, that's what we're going to try to do, better format and not talk over each other and try to help it be more presentable.
Yes.
Of course, we'll try. So I've been in talks with some sponsors for the channel. I know some people are against that, but trying to make a business out of this and make it sustainable, we have to have income, and just add money from the YouTube channel is not a sustainable method because it just fluctuates so much depending on time of year, depending on the content. It's a whole nother thing. It's not even about the show, but it's just a whole nother thing that it just fluctuates so much. So it's not really dependable. And so we're working with other people to try to get sponsors. One of those is Skillshare. You're going to start seeing Skillshare sponsored videos. It'll just be a little thing up front that says videos sponsored by Skillshare, and then into the video, several minutes, there will be a 30, 90 second or a 60 or 90 second spot talking about Skillshare. And so that you'll start seeing those just so you know that that's coming. And then I'm also working with a tool company. We haven't actually signed anything, but I've got some tools to be delivered tomorrow that I'm going to do a unboxing and review on, which I think they're going to turn into a sponsor too. So that's big news for us, and we're extremely excited about that. I mean, it's like a big win for us. I mean, it's something we've been working for a while.
A lot of prayers go in there.
Very much so.
So really quick, we're going to do our locations where you guys are checking in from. We have the UK, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, North Carolina, South Carolina, Indiana, Michigan, Colorado, Louisiana, Delaware, Washington State, Kentucky, Alabama, Arkansas, New York, Virginia, Texas, Tennessee, Canada, Mississippi, Wisconsin, South Dakota, North Dakota, Kansas, Vermont, Oklahoma, Montana, West Virginia, Maine, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Maryland, and England.
Whew, she's good at that. Far. I would have got tongue-tied and fell over myself right then. Tongue-tied. I got tongue-tied saying tongue-tied.
Oh, and Florida. I just saw it. Florida. Ohio.
That's awesome.
Oh, we love seeing where you guys are from. Thank y'all for letting us know that.
Appreciate it, Jacob Bash. We will be selective on who we choose.
Mm-hmm.
I have had offers from other people to do things, and I've turned a bunch of them down, actually. And a lot of it's just they want to give me a free something or another. But as far as monetary sponsors, we've been in talks with a few, and some's worked out and some hasn't. So,
And Greg Hicks said I need to breathe. It's hard to breathe in that sometimes.
projects we have upcoming. I know a lot of people want to see our project videos. So we've talked about it before, but we do have a deck makeover. We're fixing to, I got to take out the handrails on the deck, and then we're going to put down a few new boards that need to be replaced. And then we're going to stain the whole thing, pressure wash and stain. And then also that's going to be one video for a deck makeover video. And then as for another video is going to be an outdoor sectional. We bought the material last week to build it with. And this next week is spring break. So that's what we're going to be working on during spring break. I've taken off from work to actually build these projects. And then hopefully within a week or two after that, I will have the videos edited and ready to roll.
Thank you, Mr. Lloyd Wagner. He said, congratulations. Lloyd's in the house.
Thank you, Lloyd. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen the posts on Instagram or Facebook or some of my stories, but we've had some absolutely amazing, generous watchers out there who have donated. I've got 2 different people who have sent Bosch tools. One gentleman's brother passed away. When they were cleaning out his stuff, they found several Bosch tools that had never been opened. He's a fan of the show or a fan of the channel and he saw the last giveaway and he wanted to donate those tools. He has tools, so he wanted to donate those to give away. Absolutely amazing. How awesome is that? Another person heard about this and has donated a sander, I believe it was. Did the sander come in?
I don't know. I don't remember.
There's a circular saw, a router, an impact, a sander, sandpaper, a Lowe's gift card, and a couple of other things that's going to go into now y'all tell me the way we should do it, okay? Because we've been talking about it a little bit. Should I give it a mass giveaway, just the whole package, like a Bosch tool haul? Because this is enough to whoever, if you don't have tools and you're wanting to start woodworking, this will get you started big time because it has everything: router, sander, impact, everything. Everything's in there. Or should we give it away one at a time? One thing at a time, which wouldn't let somebody get started, but it may supplement something they've got.
Yeah.
Comment below and let us know.
Yeah, we really want to know.
Or I had an idea today.
I don't want to talk over you.
I'm sorry. I had an idea today I hadn't talked to you about.
Oh, okay.
It's brand new.
Oh.
What if we did it Mr. Beast style?
Really?
And went to a Lowe's or a Home Depot, watched somebody looking for a tool and said, "Hey, buddy, guess what? I got a tool for you." And just give it away like that. That would be cool. That would be a cool video. You got to admit, that would be a cool video.
That would be.
Just surprise really somebody going in there probably looking for a tool that's either broken and then they got to buy another one, or they're looking to get started doing something and then they're looking for this tool. If I see them looking at a circular saw, bam, I got one. Or I see them looking at a router, bam, I got one.
The only thing about that...
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would be fantastic. My only thing about that would be it wouldn't be going to one of our...
Yeah, that's true.
One of these guys.
Wouldn't be going to one of you guys. So if you guys let us know, I really do want to know what you think. Mass tool giveaway. I love doing those because it's like...
Yeah, we've got people liking it all over the place. Somebody, some are saying one at a time. Some are saying a whole bundle to get somebody started. My only concern...
I'll tell you what I do. I'm sorry.
See, throw it key away. My only concern is that it would go to somebody who may not need it if it was a whole.
We can't control that.
But we can't control that. Okay.
I know that the last giveaway, both of the winners, because we had 2 winners, if you remember, both of those winners needed the tools. They were just starting out and they were ecstatic, over the moon.
Yeah.
So I tell you what I'll do. On the community tab of Facebook, sometime tonight or in the morning probably, I'll post a poll. And it's just going to be, what do you want to do with the giveaway? All or in pieces. And you can vote on whichever one. And then whichever one comes out on top after 24 hours, we'll go with it that route. But I'm going to do a video unboxing and review of these tools. And they're still in the package. They're still wrapped up. So you're going to get a slightly used tool.
Mine's one at a time. That's what I think.
Okay. Well, you can go
I'll
on
have
the
to
community
vote.
tab
I'm
and
gonna
vote.
have to vote. Okay, we've got people all over the map on here. So somebody said that Lowe's may be mad at you if they know you're at the store giving away free tools instead.
That'd be all right. That'd be all right. All they can do is actually leave, right?
That's true. Oh goodness, that's funny.
Another bit of news.
Oh.
So tonight, right after the show, Miss 731 is going to post these on our Facebook page. So if you haven't liked us or whatever, go check us out on Facebook. You can just search 731 Woodworks, not to the community, but to the page, because I don't want to put it on the community because that's not for that purpose. The purpose of the community is to help each other, and this is different. So we're not selling these. Okay, we're not trying to make money on these. We had a friend of ours make these. They're epoxy cups with our logo. What we're going to do is we're going to put this on our Facebook page, and you can go and bid on these. And the top bid after each
separately,
you'll get one cup. So there's a gray one and then like a walnut colored one. And so you can bid on these. The money, whoever wins, that money, we'll ship this to you for free. We'll take whatever you've bid on it and donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. That's what we want to do with the money. We're not going to get any of the money. We're just
it'll
be
100%.
100% will go to them. I looked at some auction sites. They all took fees, or they all took, you had to sign up for. So this is the only way I know to do it, that the charity actually gets the whole bundle of the money.
Yes.
And so if it's $100 or $50 or whatever, whoever the top bid is, that money's going to St. Jude's.
So we paid for them. And I think we had somebody reach out. She takes orders. Beautiful Distractions on Facebook. If you want to look at her, she's got all different sizes, and she's already got that logo ready if you want it something like that. But Beautiful Distractions.
Yeah. So after the show, we'll post 2 posts or 1 post.
It'll be 2 separate posts, because the way it'll work, the last person to bid as of, I'm going to have to look it up. There's different things you can do. You can do some kind of automated thing, and it'll make a message pop up at a certain time that nobody else will know about. And when that pops up, whatever the last bid was, that's what you get it for. So I'm going to look at that, but we'll get that posted on Facebook. This is the only way we can think of to where 100% of the proceeds go toward St. Jude's. I've done I bake, and I did cookies and did the highest bid to go to our local animal shelter a couple of years ago. So I know that it works this way. So
Graf Woodshop asked about Instagram auctions. I didn't know anything about that. So you could shoot me a message on Messenger or DM me on Instagram and let me know about that, because I didn't see that one in my little research.
Stephen Esden, yes, you can buy those from Beautiful Distractions. You can go straight to her page and let her know that you've seen it there. If not, you can reach out to us and I can message her. Let me find the link and I'll send it to you, and you can make it pop up.
I can
make it pop up. Yeah, you know how to do all that, and I don't.
So also, talking about the future, transition in here, talking about the future, I want to know if you're interested in something that I've been thinking about. We've been talking about for a while now. I've not said anything publicly, but I've been wanting to make an online course for different things to go more in depth than I could ever go in a YouTube video. For like selling woodworking projects on Etsy, how to sell your woodworking projects, how to, any of those business related videos that we've done, they've done well as far as the video goes, but there's only so much information you can cover in a YouTube video. And so an online course may be something that we could dive deeper into that would bring more value and actually help you take your woodworking to the next level, especially your business, if you're in a business. If you're interested in that, I would really like to know that. You can comment. I'll go back and look at these comments after the show or tomorrow. But so I've got tons of ideas, but I've got like 5 courses already kind of mapped out. And what I've seen a lot of people do is they'll pre-sell the course to a certain amount of people, depending on how many wants to get in on it. And then we would take it from there, and they would basically be the beta testers of the course. You take that course and refine it from there. The beta testers would get it at a lot lower price than after the course is finished. So that's kind of the idea that we're going to go to start working on some of that. Of course, it's going to take some time to build those, But it's something I really like to do.
You've got people saying that they would love that.
Awesome.
And DIY Texan said you can even take some of the questions that you get from all of these lives and turn that into a course. So
Right. And so I do keep up with a lot of that stuff. A lot of comments on my videos and a lot of comments on these live streams and stuff. Questions. I've got a notes app that I'm keeping a lot of the stuff in for video ideas and different things. But like you can't dive deep. And so like selling on Etsy, I get tons of questions on that based on that Etsy video. But there's like I could take you in a course, I could take you step by step and show you exactly how to list your products, how to tag everything, how to do your titles, how to do your pictures, and like make it to where it actually gets sales, because it's hard to actually get ranked because Etsy's a search engine. So it's hard to get ranked on Etsy. And I figured out how to do it. And I can tell some of this stuff on the Instagram, on the YouTube video, but it's hard to deep dive into that.
Yeah, I don't know why I hear them. Alfredo said it would be like a 731 university.
Yeah. And so what likely okay. So likely what would happen is I would look at
Shoot.
You editing the video? She opened up my editor. What it would wind up being on another service like Thinkific or one of those places where you can actually structure a course, and you guys could go and go through the course and have downloadable materials, videos, like an actual proper course.
Outlaw U or Green Door U. Those were some suggestions. So he's going to put beautiful distractions up there for y'all to see that. But yeah, keep letting us know what you think on that course, because it's something he's been wanting to do for a while now, and I really think it would be.
So this is it.
It would be so
beautiful
wonderful.
Distractions. If you see that picture right there at the lady holding the cup, then you know you're at the right place.
731 U. That's what Tammy said.
I'll show you some of her stuff real quick since we're talking about it. You can see she does all kinds of stuff.
She's pretty quick too. So she's pretty quick. Oh, I like that one. I want a red leopard. I got a message here. Oh my goodness. LEW, Live Edge University. they got all kinds of ideas.
I got a lot of ideas about that. I know Steve Ramsey already does one that's for beginner woodworkers, but I would like to do one of my own of that. But starting out, I don't know. I have a passion about teaching people how to make money, and I'm getting a lot of messages and emails saying, I started doing this, watched some of your videos, started actually making some money, especially during these times when some people don't have money, they're laid off. I know what it's like to be broke, y'all, and it sucks. It sucks bad. And so when you're able to make an extra $100, extra $500, an extra $1,000 during a month, that's huge. That is huge. Yes. So I'd like to be able to do that.
Yes, great grandpa. If you took a course through us, we would make sure we sent some type of diploma to you, some type honorary diploma. I don't know if it would get you a promotion anywhere. We'll send you one. Tuba for you. Tuba you.
Hey, I like what Alfredo says. Pocket Hole King University.
Oh my God.
I think that's gonna stick.
Oh, Alfredo. I'll let you have that one since I couldn't pronounce your last name. Oh, see, we're not being the ones disrupting tonight. Tonight it's Mini 731. Since she popped in on us, for the sawdust spotlight that we're gonna do every week, the people that are the ones that are gonna pick those are me and our daughter Mackenzie. So make sure that whenever you post those, that if we don't leave a comment on there for you, that you go back and tag us in it, and we'll make sure you have our names on Facebook so that you can do that. Because if you want yours to be spotlighted on the Sawdust Spotlight, go
to the right here. Let me bring that up. That's the link to the Facebook community group. So that's where you would post your projects. And you don't just, it's not just where everybody's just going to start posting projects just to get on the creator spotlight. It's not what it's for. But during the week, people are posting projects. Say, hey, this is what I made this week, or this is my favorite project ever, or can you guys help me sell this? Or the community is there to help, and it's a friendly community. We're going to make it remain friendly. And when people start getting a little snarky and mean, we kind of have to give them the old band hammer. But we're not going to tolerate snarkiness and meanness there. Yeah. That's not what it's for. It is to build people up. We're not there to tear people down. There's enough of that in the world. That's not what that's for there. We're there to help.
Graf said that Mackenzie would only pick nightstands, so
This is true.
we may not be able to let her pick.
This is true.
That's very true. And Alfredo says we need to make the diplomas out of wood. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about how we're going to try to do the beginning of the show, that sort of thing. We also still want to be able to do our Q&A. Have you talked about that yet? So we still want to do our Q&A. We love talking to you guys and responding to the questions that you have. So we're still going to do that after power tip time. So if you do have a question you want mainly him to answer, that you want me to see or him to see, and we don't get to it before power tip, make sure you go back and do it again afterwards. But in the meantime, we have some wonderful moderators in here. We have some wonderful people in here, and you guys are so supportive of each other. So if you do see a question that you can't answer, just go ahead and answer it. You guys already do that. I don't even have to say that, but we want to go over everything. Oh, Damon said 6 minutes. 6 minutes until what, Damon? I don't know. I don't know what happens then.
Yep.
All right. I think the only other thing we need to talk about real quick is this. What you think? So I have a question for you guys. I've been going to physical therapy. And one of my physical therapists, a lady, her name's Tracy, she was telling me today that she's got some big cedar, I think there's some type of table slabs or something, some type of cedar something. I think she's got 2 of them. And she was saying that she wanted to do an epoxy pour on them to create some type of epoxy tabletop thing. I don't know if it's going to be for nightstands or what it's going to be. But this lady she's bad to the bone anyway. She said, I have no clue what to do. And she was talking to me because of him. So my idea was that, because you guys have said you would like to see me and him do a video together, but I don't think my hands are ready for it yet. What if he did a video with Tracy and helped her do an epoxy pour? We want to know what you guys would think about that.
It'd be a first pour for me too, as far as a deep pour.
So he would help her, maybe with the support of you guys, but she said she would be really nervous, but that she would like to do it also. So she would need some love and support. So y'all let me know what you think about that. Yep. And we'll get her over for that. She's a heck of a good lady. Mm-hmm. Her daughter's graduated with our daughter, and her daughter is like a teeny tiny little thing who is a guard at a prison. Mm-hmm. They're just tough women in that family. So they're liking that idea. I think it'd be a good idea. Really. Yep.
It'd be a fun experience.
For the Rios in the house. Yeah. So I think that's what we'll do. I'll tell her that I told her I would put it out for you guys tonight. So I think we've gone over.
Yeah, we're out of topics.
No, we're not out of time. I think we've gone over everything we needed to go over, which means that we can get to the Q&A because that's all we have left to do.
That's right. That's right. So now, if you have a question for us, just let us know. We just wanted to kind of lay out the format of this show and some of the stuff that we have upcoming, and just so that it's out there, and just take this time to kind of reset everything. I felt really bad about last week's show. Both of us did. We felt like we kind of let you guys down because I didn't realize we were talking over each other so much. And I actually haven't even gone back and watched the show. Like I normally go back and watch it and put in chapter markers, but I got so many emails and messages about how it was not.
Sorry.
It was hard to follow, and that it was just some of them. It was kind of a little rough, but we was all right.
It's okay. We were fine.
We're living and learning, y'all. I mean, we
took it well.
We're just trying to learn as we go, and this is live is totally new, so. We're just going to try to adapt and do better,
Well, and the thing about it is he and I, we've talked like this since the beginning. Mm-hmm. I mean, so it's hard sometimes because you guys do get the real us. Mm-hmm. You get the real us maybe more than we should. I don't know. But yeah, we are going to try to work on that during this time only, though. Mm-hmm. Outside of this time, I'm just going to talk over you. You know that, right?
That's right.
Okay. So somebody was asking if we had an epoxy in mind. I don't have one in mind because we don't really know much about that. If you guys want to suggest something for us, that would be great. Who was that asked? Somebody had asked. Jacob, maybe. Jacob. He said invest in a heat gun if you're going to do an epoxy pour. Do you have a heat gun?
I do. I have a heat gun.
Yeah, Jacob was the one that asked, do you have an epoxy product in mind?
I think I need a torch for better stuff. Thank you, Greg Hicks. Yes, I have. No, not a scroll saw, but I do want a bandsaw. I'd love to have a bandsaw. I really would. Thank you, Turbo Blade.
So a lot of people I'm noticing are really excited about the course.
I'm excited to make it. I was sitting there, like I took some notes down today and stuff, and I was just getting pumped up thinking about it. Like it was really cool.
I was in training today and I saw a text come through and I couldn't get on there because we were watching a live presenter, and so we were really having to pay attention and take notes, and I saw a text popped up, and so I just opened it and it was a book about this long. And I didn't get to read it until, well, actually I don't ever think I got to read all of it, but when I come home you told me about it.
Most of it.
You looked sad when I said that.
Kind of was. Ignore my text.
I did not ignore your text. You're the one that refuses phone calls.
Manny made it. Hey, Manny, I appreciate it, man. Manny's been a follower of this channel for a very long time. I really appreciate that. Where do we see each other in 5 years? Or see each other? Where do we see ourselves in 5 years? In 5 years, I would like for this to be a thing, the full-time thing. And I would love that. Would love that.
Yeah, well, Professor 2 before over there. Oh, Lord, don't. Oh, you know what time it is.
Power tip time.
Power tip time. We almost
gotta get an alarm. We gotta get an alarm.
Supposed to. Well, normally they tell me. Oh, look, Damon said, "What time is it?" He knew what time it was. So our power tip is to be willing to what?
To grow.
To grow.
Yep. Just like this show, we're taking your feedback and trying to make it better. I feel like we let you down last week. I feel terrible about it, and I feel like it should have been better. And so we're just going to you can't do anything about the past, so we're just going to adapt and overcome and try to make better content for you. And I feel that way. If I put out a video, you can ask her, I put out a video a couple weeks ago, and when it started out, it was just flat. I had a bad the thumbnail wasn't working, and I was just like, I just felt terrible. I just feel like I let people down when the video doesn't do as well.
Really did,
y'all. Like I just feel like I let people down. And so I don't ever want to let you down, and I don't want this to be a bad show. I want it to be a good show for you. And so we're just going to work on that and try to do better.
Tammy, it was that you have to be willing to grow. The reason we were trying to think about what the power tip could be for this week, and normally we can come up with them and we're like, yeah, that's it. And this week we were like, oh, because we want it to be brutally honest and say, last week was rough, and we own that. And I told him, I said, what if we just tell them it's okay to be willing to grow, because that's what we had to learn. It feels like it's been a rough week for us or something. It's like, I don't know. It has sometimes those negative forces just kind of try to bash you in. I think that's kind of what was happening to us.
It was just kind of getting you down. Thank you, Captain.
So let's do, tonight we had a new, and I don't ever say it right, but I'll try it, a Wamba 6.
Wamba 6.
Am I getting better?
Wamba 6.
Wamba 6. Jim Westgate, welcome to our Wamba 6 supporter club. Great Grandpa and Turbo Blade, thank you guys so much for your super chats.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome. That. Damon said, boom, power tip, just like that. Yep, drop the line.
Miss Rhonda, I do watch John Maleki stuff quite a bit, and I'm actually a pretty good fan of his. I watched a bunch of his pours on there, so yeah, I watch him to learn stuff. Stone Coat Countertops. I haven't watched their stuff yet, but after that epoxy video I did with the mallet, I had tons of people recommending Stone Coat Countertops.
Pagan Wizard, you're right. They said no need beating yourself up over a few mistakes. Live and learn and move forward. And that was one way that I tried to help him get past the video. And then, I think I had to remind myself of it later, or he had to remind me. But I asked him. I said, we tell all of you guys it's okay to have something not work out. You didn't find a way that you failed. You found another way that didn't work. And so I said, do you believe that all the stuff that we tell you guys, or do you think that we're just blowing smoke for you guys to believe in, for us not to believe. And he said, no, I believe it. And I said, well, then we have to be willing to do the same things that we try to tell you guys to do.
But you know what?
It's hard.
You get down sometimes about things. And I mean, I was down for a day. We got back. We was in a little right when it happened. And I was like, I got to get home and change this thumbnail.
So
I changed the thumbnail. And then when I changed the thumbnail, everything started picking back up and it done fine. So sometimes you just kind of got to adapt on the fly.
We were eating lunch somewhere that we had never eaten before. It was really quiet and kind of dark in there, and it almost seemed dreary.
What's the sad music?
We need some sad music going.
Big T.
Oh my goodness!
I do have an armor jig review coming soon. They should be here Friday. I got a notification today that it shipped. It'll be here Friday. I've got a Masca jig. I got a bunch of Masca jigs. They'll be here tomorrow. And so I'm going to unbox and review those tomorrow. That video, I think, will be out next week. I'm going to try to unbox and review that. I'm going to play with a bunch of tools tomorrow, y'all. I got that Masca jig coming. I got all them box tools to unboxing. Surely is. I got a bunch of tools, man. I'm just going to be wallering in tools tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness.
She's going to come home, and I'm going to be in the shop floor doing tool angels.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Y'all see that? Venturing Around says the positivity in our live chats. What?
What did you just say?
I said venturing around.
Oh, I thought you said something.
What would you think I would say to you? See, you just interrupted me. The positivity in our live chats and videos is amazing. See?
Thank you.
We have to remind ourselves of it sometimes too, you know.
You know, we're pretty positive people. You got positive outlook on things, but man, sometimes stuff just punches you right in the gut. You know, it's just like, man, you know. It does. Like,
you said that with grit.
It takes you an hour or 2 or 3 to get over it, and then you move on. You know, it's just.
Well, it gets rough sometimes. You know, somebody had said Blacktail Studios to watch some videos on epoxy from Blacktail Studios.
Seen that too.
Okay, I got to get Tracy over here to do that, y'all. Y'all are gonna love her. Y'all are gonna love her. She does. She works out more than you, I think. I think she works out. She gets up early too. I love my physical therapist. She's awesome. Y'all are gonna love her too. Y'all are gonna want her back.
Tool Paradise. That's right, Jason Garrett.
Tool Paradise. That's funny. Oh my goodness gracious.
Man, if somebody gets that whole package, if the vote goes to get the whole package, I'm whole package kind of guy. She is one tool at a time kind of guy.
As a matter of fact, he was just gonna do it as a whole package, and I said, what if we did? A lot of people, okay, so here's my reasoning behind it, and you can tell yours. My reasoning is that you could bless many versus one.
Mm-hmm. My idea is somebody getting an awesome, like, can you imagine that box showing up and you're going, angels singing when you open it up? And
lights coming out of it.
Lights going to come out of it, like that, like my thumbnail on the Delta tool unboxing. The light spewing out of the box. You can just see it. You can see a tear probably coming out of her eye.
Okay, so when you do your thumbnail for this unboxing of all this stuff, your thumbnail should be you doing a tool angel on the floor with all the tools around you.
I like that idea.
He gets so worked up over these thumbnails, and when he wants me to come take a picture, whether I'm snapping the picture or having to be part of it, y'all saw how terrible it was. He made me lay on the floor and pretend to be unconscious.
I had to edit that one.
Because he kept making me laugh. But that's his fault. Thank you, Emilio Baca.
Thank you.
Built first coffee table with your tips and advice. Love y'all's videos. Always positivity. Thank you so much.
Jacob Bass, that would be a cool thing to do. Do a group project for charity. That would be cool.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else said something about that maybe last week. So people getting together. That would be super cool.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool.
Oh, no. Damon, I can't talk about that.
What? He said the green door?
I don't know if Rowan's in here. If Rowan's in here, he'll get on to me, so I can't talk about that. I'm trying to be good. I saw on if you do the complete set giveaway, I get to paint the green door.
Big T, I think you'd have some pushback from the community. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, so I saw, save the green door. I saw where Mr. Lloyd Wagoner posted, I think something was it the community or something? So the first rule of
You
the green
showed it to me.
door
Yeah.
is you can't talk about the green door.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Woodcraft
Thank you, man.
716.
Appreciate
Chin
that.
up, haters gonna hate. We stand behind you. Thank you. You're just always so
Appreciate
good to us. Y'all are all so good to us.
I don't mind the feedback. I don't, because
No.
some of it was a little harsh, but some of it was spot on, and sometimes that stings a little more than you want it to when you realize you kind of messed up. And so you sit back and think about it. Yeah, they kind of right. You know. So,
Well, I think so. We had people. It's so hard, and you don't want to complain, but for me, I felt like I was bringing him down, and so I felt like I said, well, you know, you didn't really have this kind of pushback when it was just you doing stuff, and I felt really, I guess I was wallowing in my own self-pity, you know. And then we had some haters on our faith and our beliefs, and our people on the Facebook community. You guys are so great because we didn't even have to go to bat for ourselves because you guys did, and that was an amazing learning opportunity for us too, because it told us, you know, for every person that pushes you down, somebody else is there to lift you up. So, I mean, thank y'all.
As far as comments go on like YouTube videos, you get like a lot of negative comment. Not a lot. I mean, there are some every now and then, and so you'll wind up getting a negative comment. And those don't bother me. A lot of times I'll just delete them because I don't listen to it. I mean, it's my channel. I don't got to look at it. I just hide them from the channel. They don't ever get to comment again. They can create a new account, and I just ban them too. So I don't. That doesn't bother me.
Thank you, Rebecca Mayberry.
But I do like getting feedback. If something needs to be changed that would make it better, I'm all for that.
Yeah, you know, we all are. And I meant to tell y'all earlier, they wanted to see our shirts, and I'll see if I can.
This is for him. Glorify. Gosh, I forgot.
Oh, look at you.
He sent me this shirt.
Mine says, Lord set my soul on fire. So I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a really good one.
You talk for a minute. I gotta find this guy.
Mine came from Mardale's. This was another one that came from Mardale's. It's actually one of their clearance ones. So, and Rebecca Mayberry, I had to tell you, when I was talking to Tracy, my physical therapist today, I was telling her about you. I said, I think we have one lady in there that would love to see some of your work. So I was telling her about about you, and I told her your name, and she was like, oh my gosh, that's the coolest name ever. I told you have the best name ever.
So I
love it.
This shirt is from Glorify Him Gear on Instagram. He sent me this shirt, and so if you go check them out, he's got some pretty cool designs. I like this one a lot. It's probably one of my more favorite shirts.
I like that one too.
It's got the crosses on the T and then holding the crown. It's a pretty cool shirt.
Married Man Woodworking said that his YouTube channel hit 100 subs today. He said, not much, but I would not have made it this far without you and all the supportive YouTube woodworkers. God bless you and all the woodworkers out there. It's awesome.
Congrats.
Hey, we all start somewhere.
I'm going to tell you something about YouTube. YouTube takes a very long time. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Stay consistent. I'm telling you, you got 100 subs now.
Thank you, Mr. Lloyd Wagner.
You post one video per week at least for the next 2 years. That sounds like a lot. Do what you can, even if it's a short 2-3 minute video. If you stay as consistent as possible until you get 100, 150 videos, one of those videos will change your life. I'm not kidding. At some point, you're going to post a video because you're going to get very comfortable on camera. You're going to get to where you're constantly making content. You know what you're doing. You kind of start feeling like you know what you're doing. And you're going to post a video and not think nothing about it. And you're going to wake up the next day and be like, it'll happen. You just got to give it time. You got to learn the YouTube formula. Go to ytformula.com. The guy's selling the book. I just got through reading it. Woodcraft 716's got one too. Just go read that book. He breaks down YouTube, the history of YouTube, what you need to know, how to grow a channel. It's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Mr.
Lloyd Wagner, he's another one who's way too good to us, said you guys are real and sincere, and that's why he supports us anyway.
I appreciate that, Lloyd.
Oh, I love. I
always look forward to
it. We get to know everybody.
I mean, when I post a video, I can count on a certain few people that's going to comment. Not a few, really. Now it's starting to get really big.
You guys are awesome.
You can take it to the bank. They're going to comment on it, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it more than you know, because you guys are the core of what of the community. We appreciate it.
Can you tell Greg Hicks which book?
It's called The YouTube Formula by Daryl Eves. But you can go to y2formula.com. If you buy the book from that website, you get extra stuff, some online extra training that he's providing, basically a little mini course that he goes through. This guy charges like $7,000 to go through his full course. I'm sure it's amazing. John Maleki went through it. And if you wonder why his channel's growing, it's probably attributed to that guy. And so it would be worth it to invest that much money if you had that much money to invest in a course like that. He does consultations for $600 an hour, but he wrote a book and spilled his knowledge into that book. And it's some good stuff. It really is. So ytformula.com.
David Smalley said the outlaw, the first family of wood. And David, I wrote your name down earlier.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott Moore.
Because he posted earlier and said this was his first, I think, live. I think awesome. He said that. I don't know if I'm right. Scott said, with this, buy Miss 731 a good cup of special coffee. We have a very good coffee place in Monticello. It's called the Monticello Coffee Company, and they're really good. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind. Oh, and you're off tomorrow.
Hey, I got work to do. I got tools to unbox.
I wouldn't mind a Cuban.
They need videos. They do y'all want a tool video?
Or do I need my Cuban coffee?
You're not supposed to ask them that. You know they're going to side with you.
Also, I don't know if he's still on here, but I wrote down earlier in it, we have one called XS Woodworking. If you're still on there, say something so we know you're still here. Said he was 19 and interested in how to get started woodworking. So, see, coffee.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? You turn a blind eye.
I saw one coffee.
So, if Excess Woodworking is still on here, tell him how he can look at maybe some of your videos to get them started.
So I have
No, Jackie, I can't talk about that coffee.
I have several videos on the woodworking business or just getting started woodworking for beginners. Just type a beginner woodworking 731. You should see several of those videos pop up.
Rebecca Mayberry said, add a second coat with this.
Thank you, Rebecca.
And Michael Mason said, here's a cup of coffee for you. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
So I guess I get me one tomorrow when I pick yours up.
Those Cuban coffees they're really, I have to get it with almond milk because I can't have dairy, which is just a crime.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yep.
Rebecca said, dang, you're getting some coffee, girl. Hey, I need to take Tracy a coffee. See?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
they're all saying that, but those Cubans
I need to ask for a prayer request for real, seriously.
Okay.
A friend of ours lost his dog today, or yesterday, I'm sorry, and he needs some prayers because I know how hard that is. When we lost Zeus, man, it was tough. It's hard. It's really hard. So if you'll give him some prayers, he's on here tonight. I don't know if he wants me to tell his name or not, but just please keep him in your prayers.
If you're not a dog person, I think it's kind of hard to understand, but I know a lot of you guys are. And if you are a dog person, you know how hard this can be for somebody. And I was in the training today when he sent me a text to tell me I could not really respond. But prayers to you know who you are out there. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
We keep a picture of our two poodles who are both who both passed away right beside the bed. It's on his side of the bed. Against the wall where we can both see it, and we look over at it constantly. Mm-hmm. And then on my side, we have their paw print against on the wall right next to the door, down at the floor, so that the other dogs can hopefully still, because it was made with their paws after they pass, and it's got their hair in it, and they probably can't smell it anymore, but
they're family. They are. I'm telling you.
Oh, look at all the prayers too. That's awesome.
Appreciate that.
I
know he does too.
Joe Southern says his icon is his service dog, Rio. Charlie, our little Italian greyhound, she's actually my service dog. I don't know if any of you know this. I don't think we've ever even talked about it, but I suffer from extreme high anxiety when it comes to my OCD. To the point of I will cry if things on my kitchen counters get moved and I can't figure out how I want them to go exactly. He'll come in there and he'll just say, what can I do? He knows to kind of stay out of the way and offer support when he can. So when we got Charlie, our daughter, the one y'all call Minnie 731, actually said, Mama, you calm down every time you hold her. And so we actually had, did everything and had her Good as my service dog.
Yep.
And several of you out there are putting your dogs, Luna. I love that name.
Mm-hmm.
Short for lunatic, though. Wait.
That's funny.
Aw. And they said all dogs go to heaven.
Yeah.
Rebecca said she can't imagine losing her dogs. They're her family. All they are, and you guys know that. Lloyd Wagner said he has social anxiety. He does too. He really does. He gets kind of anxious.
I get a lot anxious.
And Rebecca's got Maggie and Bailey and Jack. I like all those.
Excess Woodworking. What challenges have you had? If you'll just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, we'll see if we can help you out.
Oh, Rhonda Loftus.
Is the one you mentioned a while ago? Excess?
Yes.
The 19-year-old?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's
still on here. Good.
Send me a message.
See, I wrote your name down earlier, Excess, and want it to come back to you. Look at the name of this dog Rhonda has. Maple Ruth. She has Nick and Maple Ruth. Look, I love all the names. Y'all keep telling me your dog's name. I love that. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, too, those of you that are on there. Yeah. And I know somebody was posting that a while ago, and it went right past me. I love all the support that y'all give. You don't just support us and what we're trying to do here, but you support each other. And a lot of times we don't even support ourselves, us as, and so you guys are just, it speaks volumes to the kind of people that you are. And we love that so much. Thank you, Greg Hicks. Glad to have this time with my 731 Woodworking family.
We appreciate that.
After the Colorado Snowmageddon.
Hey, we had Arkansas Snowmageddon. It was tough. We don't like snow.
No.
Folks getting stuck in the street.
Yeah. Our truck stayed in the road for
a week.
Yeah.
We couldn't move.
We couldn't move it. It was bad. I'm glad we live at a dead-end street. I love all the names. Y'all keep doing that.
I had somebody had a question I was looking for.
Rebecca says, my wife has social anxiety. I can't speak. Social anxiety, hard, and she has depression. So if you have things that work for you, do it. Supportive spouse is a must. Absolutely. And the pups help too. Woohoo, yay for dog parents. Yes. And, social anxiety is really difficult. My OCD gets me. It does. I don't think people understand. My students have got to where I walk around the room and I clean, and as I walk by, they'll pick stuff up. They don't miss a beat. They'll just pick stuff up, let me fix whatever, put it back down, and keep working. It can be rough. So prayers for you, Rebecca. Yeah. Did you find your question?
I had one pop on the screen a second ago.
Bottom miter saw.
Bottom miter saw. Just be careful. Be careful. Cut slow. Make sure your fingers are away from that blade. Got a good hold down on there, and just be real careful.
Yes.
I hurt my thumb the other day. I don't know if y'all saw that. That sucker. What I didn't tell you was on the video, it nicked some skin on my thumb, but the kickback pushed that thumb down into that sucker swelled up. It was hurt.
It hurt them for a while. I was worried about the cut when I first seen it, but look, John says Cuban coffee is awesome too. This coffee that they make,
it's called a Cuban. I don't think it's made out of Cuban.
Yeah,
it's the way they
mix it. But I think they use Cuban coffee for it.
They may.
They do. Totally. They have all that different stuff there, but they try to put sweetener in it, and I don't like sweetener in my coffee, so I don't get that. But yeah, it's really good. People like that coffee.
Somebody asked earlier if I like pipe clamps or Bessie clamps. I don't have either, but I do have some pipe clamps coming. A good friend is sending them to me. I think they'll be here tomorrow or the next day. So I'm going to have some new clamps in the shop, and I'm very excited about that.
Rebecca, I think I missed something that y'all were talking about. Maybe a conversation y'all were having with somebody else. So if you were trying to say something on there, tell me again. I missed it. Oh, Mr. Lloyd says that he struggles with the selling part of the business because of it. The anxiety.
Yeah.
But if tough. Matt can do it, so can he. That's what he said. He said, if Matt can do it, so can I.
I believe in
it. He really, it may not seem like it on the videos, but you really did suffer with that. I mean, you still do. We still can go into a crowded room and you kind of shrink away.
Yeah. I got this one. My son drew that. It's basically a social anxiety type.
See it?
Yeah, it's basically hoodie, faceless, kind of blend in with the crowd type thing. The actual drawing was this with dark around him and then two in the background, two people with faces in the background. And it's kind of a representation of social anxiety or not fitting in with the crowd. I always felt like I never fit in anywhere. So I think that's when I saw that drawing he made, I was like, yeah, that's got to be a tattoo. That's
yeah, and our son got mad about it.
He don't like it.
He sees it all the time now. He's a very talented artist. Him and our daughter both are. But he sees it and he's like, I hate that drawing. I can do so much better now. Yeah, but we love it.
I mean, his drawings have improved, but it was perfect when I saw it. I was like, yeah, I got to get that.
Oh, Josh said he just found out that a guy he works with took 3 fingers off with a circular saw.
Yikes. Man. Yes. That scares me.
Yeah, that makes me cringe over here. Oh, my gosh. Whew, that's rough. Tammy said, don't think Matt saw this post, but she sold her miter saw to a man today who said he just started watching your videos 2 weeks ago and is binge watching all of them. Y'all are famous.
That is fantastic, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's good. So cool.
That's good stuff.
Actually, Tracy said she was going to go home and try to find our channel too. So
yeah, good.
That'd be. Oh, Rebecca said, "Holy crap, finger loss." Yeah, that's
really scary. There was a video, and I almost shared it to the community. Somebody sent it to me and said, "Man, this is your perfect timing on this video you made about safety." This guy, he's got about 20,000 subscribers, or something. But anyway, he was reaching across his saw to grab the wood that he just cut. He'd looked this way and he reached, and it was actually on video, not really the cut on video, but his reaction was he was making a video and he reached across and the blade just nicked these 2 fingers down to the bone. And it was like, he went through the whole story about what happened. Like, he had some stuff in there to control the bleeding until he called his wife and get her to come get him, take him to the hospital. It's like scary stuff, man. You gotta, that's why when that thing hit my finger, I was like, there's gotta be more safety stuff in here so that if something bad happens, because I'm telling you, if y'all don't have a tourniquet, go get one. They're $15. 15 bucks. If you reach across that saw and it gets that main artery there, you've got about 90 seconds to 3 minutes. That's it before you're out. You're going to be out. You're going to black out. And it's over with after that if you can't get that tourniquet on. Go watch a video on how to apply those tourniquets. There was one in that video description on how to put it on. High or die, go way up high. You cinch that thing down as tight as you can. It'll stop the bleeding. Then you can get help. But it's got to be, it's serious stuff. I should have already had one in the shop. But the more I started thinking, I was like, why haven't I got one of these before? They're so inexpensive. The 3-pack's like 24 bucks. I guess you got to get that.
Okay, I got it. I found another name I love. I love you, all of your names. Kelly Ann Flanagan Smythe.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, she actually calls our son Flanagan sometimes.
I do. I call our youngest son Flanagan. Long story on that. He knows the answer when he hears Flanagan. She said, I completely understand and empathize with Miss 731 because she has OCD, ADHD, and anxiety. That's why God brought her buddy Yogi to her. He was a Christmas gift. Yeah. I think that may be why woodworking is such a great outlet for so many of you, because a lot of you say that you have this stuff, but you say that woodworking has been an outlet for you. It's a form of control that. So I've had OCD my whole life, the disorder my whole life. And when you have something like that, it feels like everything is so out of your control that you need something that feels like it's in your control. And I think woodworking is such a healthy way to do that.
Well, there's a lot of first responders too that do woodworking just because it's such a good stress reliever.
Decompress.
It's a decompression, stress reliever. Therapy. A lot of people call it therapy because smelling a good old sawdust, good stuff.
Tyrone said he saw that video. It was scary.
Yeah, it was. It's gaining some traction. The guy did a really good job putting the video together and explaining what happened and different things on because this dude's been doing it for a long time, like a long time.
Hoss 122, is that?
Yeah.
Is that Ross?
Mm-hmm.
He got a.
He ain't got no cats.
I was gonna say, if that's him, he says cat named Smith and dog named Wesson. I think you might be lying.
I need a picture of the cat.
We want a picture.
Send me a picture of the cat. I don't believe you.
And you better send the right one or I'm going to message Miss Brooke. Oh, my Lord. Goodness gracious. Kellyanne said, yes, it is therapeutic. I'm assuming maybe you go by Kellyanne. That just sounds Southern. Are you from a Southern state?
Mississippi.
Sawdust is man glitter.
It could be woman glitter.
But you know what? We got a lot of women in here too. Yep. We got some women in here. Josh Perkins said the YouTube channel Skinny Medic is great for trauma training on YouTube.
Cool. Go check him out. Skinny Medic.
Medic.
Who said that?
Josh Perkins. Josh, share that to the Facebook community too. That'd be a great thing to share.
Yeah, you can share that video in there if you're in there. That'd be good. All about helping people.
I still want to see a picture of the cat from House 122. I think he might be.
Yeah, my phone ain't got no picture, no cat yet. There, Ross.
Steven, I'm not going to say that last name, so I'm going to mess it all up. Oh, my Lord, it moved. Said he loved your safety video, showed it to his wife, and she said to get one right away.
See, that's something that I was just thinking about. I was like, I've not seen anybody have these in the shop. Of course, first responders carry those. Most every first responder around here has one.
There's
either on their person or in their car. And I know a lot of you guys are firemen, medics, police officers. So I know that you understand the seriousness of them things. I put one on a guy one time, and the bleeding stopped like that. Like it's just, they work so good, and they just work, and it just makes sense to have one in the shop.
So Mackenzie says that she has first aid and CPR training now, so we can just call her. We would, Mo, but you're too short.
She'd never be able to climb up there and give no chest compression.
She said, "Why do y'all always pick on me on there about how short I am?"
Oh, I wasn't supposed to call her short all day today.
Yeah, she's not tall enough to understand that, though. Y'all, listen to Mr. Lloyd Wagner and smash that like button. I love the way he said it. Oh, Greg Hicks said that Mackenzie can be the 731 medic.
Or mascot.
We would all be. We'd all be.
Our mascot short.
Y'all, she's got the biggest heart of anybody you could ever meet in your life, but she is the most stubborn person in the world.
I don't know where she gets it from.
What are you trying to say?
She may get it from me, maybe.
Gosh, dog.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Next week we'll have a proper topic to go over. We just wanted to kind of line out what to look forward to, how the show's changing just a little bit, so that we're more on task and kind of get you a good content for the first part of the show, and then the second part we'll do Q&A and shout out stuff like that. But we just wanted to flow better and to bring better value. And if you're not a part of that Facebook community, don't forget to go check it out. Right there, it's a link. It's a growing community, and a lot of people are joining that. And also the video coming out. So moderators to the Facebook community, heads up. I've got a video coming out Thursday, and I think it's going to do pretty decent just based on some other things that we've released in the past. But I talk about that community quite a bit in there, so I would expect to grab some community members to be joining.
Rebecca said that our show is like therapy.
I appreciate that.
Thank y'all for working through it with us tonight.
Well, through the whole 14 weeks now. It's just we're just learning, kind of stumbling.
We were really trying, and we can talk over each other's at the end.
Oh, okay. Rules out the window now.
Roll those right out the window. Just throw them away. Thank y'all so much, though, for kind of rolling with the punches tonight with us. Rebecca, thank you so much for supporting Mo. Mm-hmm. She even called her Mo. She remembered that. See, you're a good supporter there. Thank y'all so much, though. Go to the Facebook community page. Josh Perkins, go share that on there if you don't mind. And oh, Lord, they're talking about short people now. Damon said short people are awesome.
Graph's asking about short videos. I've only done a couple. They didn't do that great, but I hear that if you do them consistently, after about 20 to 30 days, they start picking up steam. But I'm not really going to concern myself too many shorts because it's the vertical video, and it's just I don't know. I'm worried that it would take away from the channel if I've done too many of them. I don't know.
I got it. Can I share what Michael Wyatt said?
Right. It's your show. You do what you want to.
Short people, because God only lets them grow until they're perfect. Just didn't take some of us as long as others.
You know, they had a certain similar saying about bald people.
What?
I don't know, something about a perfect head. I don't know the whole saying. I remembered something about bald people.
Hey, my head is perfectly imperfect.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yours is perfect.
Thank y'all so much. Y'all are saying thank you for being real.
Yep.
You guys are real to us. We love it, and hope to see you again next week. Next week, we're gonna do our 6:30 show.
Yeah, members only show. We'll
Members
do a live
only.
stream at
Some of
6,
you were asking
6:30
about
to 6:50, and we'll transition to
Yeah.
the show at 7.
So if you want to be part of that members only, sign up to be a member, and we'll see you guys next week.
Have a good night.